I think what you've heard is same as it ever was. These changes that are offered today do not improve transparency. The changes that are offered today do not empower rank and file members. These discussions are happening in state capitals and in the United States Capitol about how these bodies, the people's elected representatives in a House and in a Senate, can be more responsive to the needs of their constituents, can be more empowered to offer good ideas that they have, and to follow a legislative process to make those ideas become law. It's not just a Republican or a Democratic issue either. In fact, a Democratic member of the United States House of Representatives from Illinois, Dan Lipinski, wrote an op-ed in which he talked about the way to end gridlock in Washington, D.C. is to change the House rules. He said, the House of Representatives, as it was intended to work, is a bottom-up process where a member writes a bill, gets a majority of colleagues to support it, and at every level before it is sent to the president to become law. But today, the rules are rigged in a way that makes lawmaking largely a top-down process. As all of us who are here today are duly elected members of the People's House, of a body that's supposed to represent all the people of Illinois, we today hold the power as representatives. We get to choose today how this House will function for the next 2 years. We get to choose which powers we will hold individually and what we'll give up for the body and how the process works. Don't vote for rules today that give up the power that your constituents gave to you. Don't vote for rules today that put the power in one person's hand at the expense of the other 117 members of this body. Don't vote for rules today that will close doors as you walk down the path to enacting legislation that you believe in. Don't vote for rules today where tomorrow you'll have to go and ask for some concession back just to get your legislation heard or just to make the issue that you care about a priority. Today, we as members have the ability to vote for common sense rules. If you don't like the rules that are offered in this resolution, if you've read through them, if you think they're too top-heavy, they're too onerous, they silence the voices of people who are elected to be here by their constituents. And if you don't like our House Republican rules, let's go with Robert's Rules of Order. Let's go with an impartial third party. Let's go with what the National Conference of State Legislatures would recommend. Let's take independent rules and apply them to this House and let the will and the voice of the people be heard and not just the voice of leadership. This is not the end for a debate about House rules. This is not the end of our debate to try to get things done in a collaborative and bipartisan way. But let's take the opportunity today to say we have time. We have time to get it right. We have time to have impartial rules of the game that every one of us can follow together. And we have time to make sure that in this, the People's House, that the voice of all Illinoisans are heard. Thank you.